ladies and gentlemen. This is Unit 3, Lesson 8, and I am on bubble number 5. This is bubble number 5, letter A, sprites, size. All right, so again, the goal here is to get my screen to look like the example screen. And obviously, the elephant's too big, the cow is too big, I can't even see the fish, and then the little fly is sort of hanging out over here. So the idea is to fix the scale. Okay, and again, a scale property of 1 is the normal size of the sprite. Scale property of 2 would be twice as big. And then if you want to go smaller, you're going to use 0 point. So 0.5 is half, so that's half as big. All right, cool. So let's take a look. So I am going to start with my elephant because my elephant needs to occupy a much smaller area of the screen. So I'm going to come down here to elephant, and it says that my elephant scale is 1. So I am going to bring my elephant down, I'm going to try by half, so 0.5. I'm going to do a reset and a run. That might be a little too small, but let's just take it from there for right now. I'm going to bring my cow down also to 0.5, 0.5. Reset and run. That doesn't look so bad. But again, if I'm looking at my elephant is clearly too small. So maybe instead of 0.5 for my elephant, maybe I'm going to go 0.75, right? So 75% is large, or 3/4. There we go. That looks better, I think, don't you? Yep. So I got the elephant, I got the fish, I got the cow. Cow looks all right. My fish needs to be smaller because it needs to fit inside that little fish bowl. So let's see. My fish scale is set at 1. Well, I've been kind of going down by 25%. So maybe I'll make this 0.25. I'm really, truly just guessing. That looks a little small. So I'm going to maybe go with 0.40. That doesn't look so bad. Let me double check what it's supposed to look like. Yeah, that looks pretty good, actually. Awesome. And now we have to fix the fly because the fly is way too big. So maybe I'm going to go with 0.25. That looks a little too small. So I'm going to go bigger than 25, 0.30. Oops. 0.30. Reset and run. All right, that looks about right to me. Again, the idea here is that we're playing with the scale. One more time. A scale of 1 is what it's automatically set at. Scale of 1 is the normal size of your picture. If you go bigger than 1, it's going to make the picture larger. So if you go 2, 3, 4, 5, it's going to be twice as big, 3 times as big, 4 times as big, etc. If you want to make it smaller, then you have to use decimals. So 0.5 is half, 0.75 is 3/4 the size, 0.1 would be 1/10 of the size, etc. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and finish on that one. Always make sure you hit finish and then continue. And now I'm going to take a look at B. Now this is kind of like the lesson, the question of the day that we did today. This is the rotation property. So again, and I'm just reading the directions right now, rotation. The rotation sprite property rotates the image between 0 and 360 degrees. The image is rotated clockwise. For example, my sprite dot rotation equals 90 will turn it 1/4 of its rotation to the right. Do this. Add the dot rotation blocks to the code to make all of the cars look like they are traveling correctly down the roads. All right. So I need to fix my code for the red, blue, yellow, and green car. Well, let's see how bad it is messed up. So let me get rid of the instructions so I can see my code. All right. So I am going to start car on top. Oh, that's the green car. Cool. So if you look at the set animation, it tells us which colors we're dealing with. All right. So again, the green car looks fine to me because it's facing in the right direction. So I am not going to do any rotation for my green car. My yellow car, however, looks like it's kind of going the wrong way on the road. If, and again, oh, I'm like, why does everything look okay? Because I already did it. So I'm going to do a reset on that, but that's okay. All right. So now let's see, because this is what you guys would be seeing. I apologize. I sometimes go in. All right, so the green car still looks fine. Yellow, red, and blue, however, not fine. Now, be careful with the blue car because notice it's going the wrong way on the road. See how the headlights are facing up? And if, in my example picture, my headlights need to be facing down. All right, so again, I just need to rotate my pictures. Green is fine. Which way does yellow? Yellow is going up the road. Okay, cool. So I'm going to start with my yellow car. Actually, I'm going to start the blue one because the blue one's easy. I just need to face it in the other direction. So again, under the sprites, you are going to have your sprite rotation. Drag that in under the blue car because that's the one that I'm fixing right now. Make sure you rename your sprite. The blue car is called car, capital B bottom. Helps if I can actually spell. And I just need to turn it all the way around. That is a rotation of 180 degrees. So reset and run. And now you can see my blue car is heading in the opposite direction on the road. So I'm going to fix also the red car right there. Sprite rotation for my red car. I'm going to put that under my red car information. Again, this is car capital L left. Oops, that is not a capital C. That is a lowercase c. And let's see, what does it need to look like? All right, it needs to be going down the road in this direction. So that is about a quarter turn. So that is a 90-degree turn. Again, just think of a circle. So if I spin this 90 degrees, and there it is. So now my green car is going the right way. My red car is going the right way. My blue car is going the right way. Now, my yellow car is going to be the most challenging because it's not on one of the 90-degree turns. It's just kind of like at a bizarro angle. But again, I just need to make it turn down this road. Again, think of a circle. Think of your angles in a circle. That looks like it's about 45 degrees. I'm guessing, but we'll see how it renders. So if I take my sprite rotation, I drag it over here. Make sure you change the name of your sprite. The yellow car's sprite name is car, capital R right. And I want to give it a rotation of about 45 degrees. This 45 degrees is halfway between 0 and 90. Reset run, and that looks about right. So there that is, ladies and gentlemen. Again, your scale changes the size, the rotation changes the spin. I will not be looking at number 6 with you because number 6 is where you are going to demonstrate to me that you know what the heck you're doing. So for number 6, we basically need to make all of this food fit on the plate. So for some of that, you might have to change the scale. For some of it, you might have to change the rotation. And that's what it currently looks like. So your job is to fix this animation to make all of the food fit onto the plate as you see in the example. Again, you will most likely be using scale, but you may need to use rotation as well. And then bubble number 7 were our challenges. As always with our challenges, you can do both. And if you need help with the challenges, this is something that we do in office hours. All right, so unless there are any questions, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes lesson 8, bubbles 5, 6, and 7. Hope that helps.